Oh, I didn't turn lights on. There we go. I was in the dark. So I had to switch to wearing glasses because I just could not see at all last night. 2 nights ago when I was trying to. Did it work? 2 nights ago when I was doing this nighttime stream. Nighttime for me, at least. No, what time is it for you? But hey, welcome. So, just like 2 nights ago, 3 p.m. Well, so it's a nice afternoon stream for you. 2 nights ago, this stream didn't really have that many people around. Like it had a solid people watching, but everyone was kind of like quiet until the very end. When Jesselyn joined and started chatting, but mostly it was pretty quiet. But that gave me an opportunity to kind of freely run through the Now SDK and CLI, which I set up for this stream, and now I'm using VS Code to do everything for this app. So that was good. I was able to get a full walkthrough done, which I edited down down to 25 minutes, and that's on the YouTube channel now. I guess the last stream is also up, but I edited it down a lot. So it was like 45 to 50 minutes of actual footage edited down to just 25 minutes. But that's all available on YouTube now. So if you ever want to kind of have a visual walkthrough of setting up the SDK and CLI for the Washington, D.C. release specifically, that's on YouTube now. Cool. But what we worked on the past, since, at least for you, Asteroid, since the last time you watched, the bot is working pretty well. I keep doing the same pose. I need to switch it up. Next time some does drama, I'll do something different. I really need to mix it up. But I got distracted. Thanks, Becca. I can show the well, Asteroid, Becca knows a lot about you. I talk about you too, so like you know of each other. I talk about Becca to our like the group chat, and then I talk about Asteroid to Becca, so you know each other indirectly. But the bot that we've been making is up and running. And so if you see this table, every 5 minutes, the bot thing I'm running sends a payload from my computer to this instance and gives everyone 10 points if they're chilling inside of the stream. And how long has this stream been running? Oh, for more than 5 minutes, so it should have run. If I take a look here, it looks like that's it. It ran about 5 minutes ago, so that means it's going to run pretty soon again, probably at when this hits 21:04. And so everybody that it looks like there was only presence for 4 people, and it looks like most of it is bots. So because that's one thing I need to do, is add a field here to say that a person's a bot. So before I start working on random things, I should record that idea somewhere. If I remember, where am I? Okay, here's that field. So now I'm in the SDK, so that's why it looks like that. But I should, at the beginning of each session, I need to remember to fetch so that everything syncs back up to current. Okay, so now everything is there. That's cute. The early dev gets the shell. Yeah, okay, so we've done a lot since since a couple of nights ago, like I got a lot of stuff done yesterday, including making it so that display names and usernames get updated if it has changed. I've added a couple of things I need to get done in here. Oh, it got overridden, I think. I think I just overwrote something. Oh no, it's still there. Good. I guess I did push these. So I have a bug where it's only returning 0, so that's what I want to debug this stream. I have a to-do that I think we could try to get done at the same time. Eric noticed in chat, like he mentioned, Eric was in the chat and he was like, your thing says you all the time. Oh yeah, and that part is working. So the actual command is successfully going to the instance, getting some information and coming back to the chat, but it keeps returning, you just have not received any points. And Eric was like, you should probably say more than just you. And I was like, that's true. So I want to try to work on that too. But before I can work on that, I need to check I need to check the payload for that, because the last chatter, I might only have the user ID. So I might need to, oh no, username is there. Okay, that's perfect. So we can use username too. So we'll pull that. So that's going to be an easy update. We can actually do that one right now, since that's a pretty low-hanging fruit. So if the message is, where's the message? Oh, there it is. Okay. You have not received any points. We're going to change this to, interesting. This one's is that a quotation mark? Yeah, I didn't do this as a template literal. So let me convert this to a template literal, then change this to username. And then I gotta make sure I push username. So if ID, we'll say let username equal, let username equal, we'll do you for now. And then if there is a user, we'll say username equals user gr dot get value of username, because I made sure to name all the fields the same as the payload. So that should be enough. Oh, here, I gotta change this. So your score is points. So this would be username's score is points. And I think that's enough to build and deploy as earlier. Use your, no, so I have a ternary operator on here. So if the points is 0, it says it would say you have not received any points yet. Oh, but if there, because it should be like Earl has not received any, Earl have not, your score, no, grammar is important because people will make fun of it right away. So I want to make sure it gets it right. No, okay, so if it's a name, has not, for true, you have, I know, so I'm trying to think of how to handle this. Well, so I can assume I don't have to worry about the grammar on this one, I think, because if the point is more than 0, then it's for sure has a username. Do I want to assume that? Well, it's double, so I'm assuming that if they have more than 0 points, then they will have a username. I think is always true, but is the reverse true? Will a person with a username always have more than 0 points? And I think I set the default of the table to 10, but will I ever change that in the future and regret this moment? Because I can easily change this to you have, and then this could be, no, wait. I do want that fail safe because that means I got to make sure that if they're not in the table, it needs to say you have not received any points yet. But if they are in the table, it needs to have better grammar. And I don't want to. Is there a way that we can not nest it? Let username you. You have not received any points yet. Earl has not. You do not have any points yet. Earl does not know. We could say it doesn't look. No, it doesn't look like you have any points. It doesn't look like Earl has any points. I don't see any points for username there. I think that's yet. I think that's probably the better way to do it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and allow the assumption that if they have non-zero points, then they will have a username. So I don't have to worry about use. Oh, and then this just needs to be the payload of the username, which was what was the username equals request dot query params dot username. Which means I actually don't need this at all because the username is being supplied by the payload. I don't actually need to check it against the database. Okay, we'll try it. I no longer cover the default case. Oh, and I accidentally, why did I do this twice? So I need to fix that first. I don't need a default case because the payload that is initiating this will always have a username attached to it. It's being supplied by the payload. So I just need to reuse it. I don't actually have to do a lookup for it. So let me redeploy that. Build and deploy it. I want to make sure I say build and deploy because if people are new to the SDK, they might have not noticed that I'm combining the actions into one. So I'm doing the build, semicolon, and deploy action all in one go. So I'm going to make sure I say build and deploy every time I do it. Okay, so I built it, and now if I go into chat and I say points, it should say, ooh, that's the old one. Did something not deploy properly? You have not received any points yet. It still said, it didn't say the new one. Huh. All right, let's figure that out. So I'm going to jump over back to ServiceNow because I want to check the modules table. Because this is where those VS Code, sys module, yeah, module. This is where the remote scripts, because the cool thing about the new SDK is that if you haven't noticed, I'm actually writing this code in a standalone JavaScript file. So this, whenever I say build, it's actually compiling this into a proper ServiceNow script in JavaScript so that it can be used by the actual REST message resource that I'm using inside ServiceNow. So which one is it? I think it's this one. Nope. Here it is. No, yeah, that looks like the right one. It's new. It's been properly updated. So how is it running the old one? Triggering it in chat. You have not received any points yet. How is it running the old script if this is properly synced? I might as well check the scripted REST API. Interesting. Yeah, so this is calling that module. So there's no reason why it should be using the old one. Should I just run a cache.do? All right, well that dumped points. Okay, well, undefined. Why is it undefined? That's interesting. Though this modules table sit in cache. Interesting. So it's not perfectly synced. That means it's not accessing that table every single time. Interesting. I guess that makes it run much faster, but it makes live testing and debugging a little bit cumbersome. Or is it caching function invocation? I'm not sure. That's so fascinating. But also it gave me an undefined. So that means I messed up something somewhere. So let me take a look again. Where's that function? Here it is. Yes. It is sending because it would have never sent something. It would have to had got to this script to know to say I don't see any points. The second param. Yeah, I checked earlier at the very, very beginning. Let me verify. Yeah, so here's the user. Hey Astrid, can you say it real quick? Hold on, let me save, jump back in, and then open the variable. If you can say points now. And then there. Okay, so this got updated. Yeah, so here it is. It's grabbing it properly. And it should be sending this whole payload. Let me verify. It's a good thing to verify, I guess. Yeah, it's sending the whole thing. Right? Oh, I sent it as a parameter. That's right. So I need to actually add the parameter in here. So username equals, and it's using that $sign notation. There we go. This is what I talked about on Friday's stream, where I was nervous to have my friends and colleagues and the developers that I respect around the world watch everything that I do as I break things and mess things up. Though the last stream, yesterday's stream, I was pretty encouraged because the moment I said something like that, Laszlo was like, "You're saying you're like out of practice, but you're the one who just set up the SDK in a single night and made it working." And it has. I was like, "That's true, that's true." Just like, okay, I do remember some stuff, but I guess like the journey of figuring things out is as important as knowing how to get things done in the first place. Well, okay, so I just fixed that, so that should work now. So I'm gonna trigger it. There it goes. So it. Hi, Izzy. Oh, you both are in chat helping the engagement. Thanks. Aw. Oh, how come VAR-GR didn't work? We're just finding bugs left and right. Let's check it out. So GR exclamation point GR works. var space GR works. Exclamation point.
Chestnut GR.
Yep. Okay, so I mean, I can fix that. I can add that as a thing. There, now it'll work too. That thing has so many triggers now. There's actually a lot of hidden aliases. Aliases for a lot of these. Like photo has, photo triggers. You can do photo, freeze, Polaroid for that. I also added snap recently, and that one will just do the photo thing without a timer, which was weird to configure because I had to like figure out all the timings properly for it if I don't do a delay. And I had to recut up the sound because it doesn't do the click, 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 click sound anymore. It just does a snapshot sound and then the Polaroid. So I had to re-record the MP3 file on Audacity and everything. But yeah, Snap works now. So if you ever want to freeze frame me without warning me, that will work. Because someone had that suggestion last time. We'll see how fast I regret giving access to some of these things, but we'll see. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is, I mean, shrub is an immediate shrubbery. Someone yesterday did say that I need to do because I have that one Homer Simpson gif of me going into the bushes, and I should use that as shrubbery. I gotta find the video file and then I'll upload that. Plus, I should probably just do those kind of things on stream, because people might be interested in seeing how that process is done. Okay, so I'm gonna guess this is returning 0 because it's not actually it's not finding anybody at all ever. And ironically, I think I broke one of my own rules earlier when I said that I'm using username because that's what the payload is. I just noticed that I didn't say user ID, which is what the payload wants, which is what the payload is generating. So I should verify that actually real quick. So yeah, it is user ID. Let me make sure that that's correct inside of this query parameter. ID equals points general user ID. Yeah, okay, I'll just paste. Did I copy it? Hold on. Copy path, or variable name, I mean. gosh, this program. Is that the same? It looks different. Well, maybe that's the reason why. Well, I'm going to test it. Oh, did I copy the wrong one? Points, chatter. Okay. It was point chatter all? I don't have a point chatter all. I know. Is how bad is the delay, do you think, Asteroid? I wasn't sure. You know, if I've been wondering if I should do like Discord and let people that are hanging out with me just be able to talk live with me instead of doing the Twitch async situation. I gotta figure that out. Okay, so ID 5 points, chatter, user ID. It's still ID. It's still ID equals. I'm gonna change it to user ID and save that. And then I'm gonna go back in here and fix it. Thank you, Asteroid. Okay, so I fixed that. Let me deploy. Which, does that mean I have to refresh the cache? So it's interesting because the other night I was pushing code and it was working right away. Sometimes? I'm not sure. I guess, man, flushing the cache this much time is going to be really sucky for me playing on this instance. But points, let's see what happens. Well, that's just straight up undefined now. So it's just, I'm getting undefined now. So that's fun. Okay, let's see what I broke. So it's still trying to send a chat, which means, where's that field? Oh, the what? It's HTTP response. Oh, it's failing. Message ID is not defined. Oh, okay. So even though I cache flushed, is there just a straight up delay? It might not be a caching issue. It might just be a delay before it. Well, then what is it? If it's not a cache, because when we looked at the sys module table, it was actually updated. I should just try catch this whole thing. How are you so like lasered in and in detective mode, Asteroid? This should be the detective Asteroid stream. Wait, oh, you don't have to be watching this if you have your day off. Oh, plus if this is, I don't, this was for debugging, so I actually don't need to even run it. So that's also, so Asteroid was like, I do ServiceNow for fun. This is I want to do more ServiceNow for fun. That's why I wanted, half the reason why I want to do this stream, because I want to start making silly, weird stuff again. There's like so many fun, dumb stuff that I want to make. Izzy's probably like, ugh. um. Yeah. Okay. So let me flush the cache again. So it might be it probably is a cache thing. Okay, points. There it is. Okay, so it's still returning 0. It's also I don't know if Izzy, was that sarcasm, your last message? Do I need to quietly like time you all out of this chat and stream, or ban you both, just so that you can have enjoy 3 p.m. on a Friday? Oh, this is the first time in a long time. You know what? Now that I think about it, this might be my first Friday before Easter that I have not had off ever. Huh. Interesting. Well, okay. Sometimes it's not the same Friday right before Easter. Sometimes it's like the week before or the week after, because it's technically for Cesar Chavez Day for like university. But yeah, this is my first time not having a Friday off near this time around. Interesting. Well, I appreciate it both from both of you. I really do. I just wish that I wasn't always talking into the nether while reading your messages. And I appreciate you. Okay, so like I said, I am pretty sure it might not be finding the user ID. Well, I don't know if you know, but I actually added a chat response to that hashtag, a randomizer of picking response messages. But please don't. We don't need to rehash that right now. Okay, I want to figure this out. So, oh, so it's been running. I guess I should check the log tables, because I just turned off that log statement. So let me see if Sammy has been showing up. Okay, so it was working. And let me make sure there's an ID that matches that on the presences table. Yeah, there it is. So it should have been able to find that. Whoa, why is this not loading? Oh, it's because it's cached, so everything's taking a lot longer to load. So there is a user ID for me. It is there. That's the right table. Let's get points equals score. Oh, points. Score. So I ran into a really catastrophic bug during one of the when I was converting this application to the SDK. And the points field is not the same as the score field because the points field was destroyed by an accidental deploying of the application after I had created the field points. I created the field points inside ServiceNow, and I forgot to fetch in the SDK before I committed it, and it messed things up hardcore. So there's score. Okay, so that's the proper one. So I need to return score, which I am. Yeah, my problem was I forgot to attach this entire application to source control, which would have allowed me to roll it back to before I deployed. But oops, oh well. I changed it to score, and I told it is a problem for future Earl. It is the problem. Yeah, it's because I need to tell it to look at user ID. At what point do it's like the stream would be so easy to stretch out if I just keep struggling with the one line. No, I'm just kidding. I'd rather get more features out instead of like fill time with broken same issue stuff. Okay, so it was getting it against this ID instead of user ID, which is correct. But now I need to test it. So I'm gonna deploy it again, and then I'm going to keep testing to see how. Yeah, say it doesn't work yet. So I need to. This is like a ServiceNow 101 class of like all the things that people get wrong. Not even just beginners, like we all do this, forget these kind of things all the time. If your ID was the display value. Oh, interesting. I need to make a balcony that and display it up there, and comments come out of that balcony. Because I have a lot of random stuff that I used to use on a stream that I just did for fun with my buddy, like the little avatars that walk across the bottom of the screen. Chris was on yesterday's stream, and they told me that they were disappointed that I didn't have captions going on, so I can fix that. I do have a captions bot that I could potentially add into here. Well, anyways, okay, let me run the cache. Also, hey, Eric. That's so disappointing that you have to... Do they not assume people are wanting to see the results right away? Oh, it still says I don't see any points. It's been updated. All right, let's keep trying. I'm trying to avoid the moment where I just start throwing in 800 log statements to see where it's failing. Exactly. Time to do it. Can I put a breakpoint in and trigger it from the instance and use the script debugger? Oh, and then artificially add in what the parameters would be for it. I like the log statements go burr. So I want to really so it's deploying. Also, I'm going to tell you a secret. I feel really bad right now because both nights I asked. So the last week when I was deciding to do this stream, I told Becca, sweetheart, do you think it'd be okay if I try to do a nighttime stream on Tuesday and Thursday next week so that I can try to make sure people in Australia and India are able to potentially participate? And she was all on board. And she was like, okay, yes, of course. And I was like, well, that means you have to watch the monitor because we have two toddlers, basically, that are sleeping. And both nights this week, I'm sitting here right now, I'm hearing my daughter upstairs crying. And I just heard my poor wife, who goes to sleep very early, go up the stairs. Because I'm usually on call for the girls in the first half of the night. Because I'm usually awake still. So if I hear them crying, I run up there and take care of them so that Rebecca can stay asleep. But Rebecca's not used to having to do that, and every time, and I know that's going to be rough on her again. So, and we have to drive all the way to SoCal tomorrow, which is an 8-hour drive for us. So she's going to be tired, I bet. Okay, well, let's see all the log statements. Oh. What on earth? That's a different bug to handle. Okay, we're gonna focus one at a time. Okay, so the first two are going through, but not the third one, which is what we assumed. It's not finding a record of it. Let me just verify this is the right table before I do anything else. It should be. Gosh, cache load. User ID. Yeah. User ID. Yeah. Let me just check the user gr dot get. Yeah, okay. It should be username and then the user ID that I'm trying to give it to. Okay, well, there's one more thing we could test. In this one, let's just, again, verify what user ID is checking against. Yep. Oh, okay, good. It deployed. Let's see if this has asteroid again. Okay. And then probably should just add these to my favorites, but oh well. I I don't know why. I usually am in like a bunch of tabs, but okay, so it is going through. And then okay, let me just start adding these things. So what's there? Well, there was a couple of things I did verify last stream, like verifying that this user ID is coming in as a string, so it is a string. Plus, I'm putting it in the query parameter, which should only be getting it as a string. I guess I could try to do like a to string on it, but this should be this. Oh no, yeah, I could. That'd be such a weird thing for that though. I mean, I used to do crap like this all the time just to make sure. Gosh, can you imagine if that's the reason? Yeah, that's true. Well, let's try that one first. Is there any way for me to favorites cache.do? Ugh. Points. Log. Oh, now it's working. Oh, yeah, it's working. How come it didn't give me? How come it didn't return the points? Oh my gosh! Also, it is because it was thinking it was not it wasn't a string and it got mad at it. Gosh, I hate JavaScript sometimes. Anyways, what? So why isn't points working? Oh, now it working. Wow, there's a weird sync up issue. Well, it's working now, so that's cool. Does Eric actually have 90? Yeah. Asteroid's only 90 also? Okay. Here I can this. So when I first set this up, a lot of people got artificial points because I kept testing it, and I can actually spam this button, so that will run a few times, and it's going to give you all points a bunch of times. So if I refresh this, it should have given you all a bunch of points. Yeah, just 100. I'll keep spamming it randomly off screen. Okay, so now it's working. It doesn't seem to have a weird desync issue either. Interesting. Okay, I see. That's an easy fix because I can do. What's funny is the username and user display name is just simply the capital letters, right? I think there's an easy fix for that. So if we do find the user record, now I can just reset username to user gr dot. I know this is low priority, but this is like might as well just do it. What was it called? Was it? Yeah, username is the one that actually has the. Which is so this is funny. Of according to the payload, it's giving me the user name, it says, but that's actually the user login because it's all lowercase. So this is actually incorrect. This should be user login because user login is the only lowercase one, while username is the properly cased. So this looks weird that I'm setting it back to username even though I already have it, but this is technically accurate. Oh yeah, Eric, you missed the part where we changed the sentence around because it was it used to be saying you, if it didn't know who you are, it said you have no points. But then I was like, how do I make it change easily to Earl has no points or has 0 points? So we just flipped the entire thing around. And now it doesn't have to worry about saying have or has. Has. You know what? Since you're here, I'm going to. Who just got updated recently? Where is Eric, Izzy, and. Oh, wait. Where did Asteroid go? Oh, how many people are watching right now? Not that many. Oh, a lot of bots are in here. I really need to change. I should add that field soon to the who's a bot, because I want to just up y'all to 400. Because points don't matter until people start complaining about it. You are now leaders. Oh, iMac is here. Hey, iMac. Okay, note to self, iMac is not a bot. I should probably just add a field that says confirmed not a bot. Oh, or technically I should be trying to do like I should send both presents and chatters because that could set the field automatically. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Anything that makes it so it's not a manual process is probably a good idea. Okay, display name's working. Asteroid, if you want to test your points thing again. There it goes. Okay, so it's showing the proper display name. Okay, so let me go back to the script and fix. So this has been fixed. This has been fixed. I should start recording, which I guess I can do in here because technically I can put whatever file I want in here to do. So we'll say move chat sender to a bot account because I'm sending it using this same account, which is probably not a great idea. Oh yeah. No, but then we can make our favorite people mad that I kept them in production. Points thing JR. Oh. It probably should be named something. I am a little tired, but I'm trying my best. All the best coding happens when you're tired at nighttime. Oh yeah, record chatter presence is a good one, which I think we can work on now. I bet. Points thing gr. Oh, what would be a good name for it? I'll record some of these ideas. Points points thing, junior, points thing gr. It's like a GIF versus GIF situation. Pointy McPoint face, I like. I actually like that a lot. What about a play on ServiceNow dev program? ServiceNow. ServiceNow beep boop. ServiceNow. Is it dev point gram? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I think that's good enough ideas for now. Oh, I should make so many people mad if I called it Snowbot. If I called it, oh, that's Snotbot. Snowbot, I mean. If I called it Snotbot, people would be so mad. I almost want to, just because that would make so many people mad. Points now is clever. But point snow. Also, some of these might actually be taken, so. Okay, so let me, I know it's just a to-do file, but I'm going to deploy it because I'm going to go back to the instance and add a field. And I want to add is a chatter. Oh, the other thing, I gotta, bugs. You could actually create stories based on new entries in that file if you wanted to be extra. I might ask you offline what you mean by that. But I want to get some of these things down before I hit the hour. Ooh, I got lost what I was doing. Oh, I was gonna make a field. I don't think I have enough time to do all this, so I'm gonna record it here. So this should be here actually. Add field, add confirmed real to table, and then send rest message of chatter presence, and then yeah, that would be enough, because then if we know someone's real, I can actually just go in there. That's a new item. Add confirmed troll according to Eric. Okay. I think also things like things you can do with points. Like, do I want to make it so that you can only trigger a chat interaction thing or a stream interaction thing if you have points and you spend those points? I said I would try to do something different next time someone triggered it. Because I kept doing this, because that's like my default, for some reason I go like this whenever something happens. Oh, it's because, I'll tell that story. So, I taught my daughters this thing when they were young. You know how you teach children tricks and stuff like that. So I say, can you be cute? And then so whenever you ask my daughters to do that, they go like this. So the donut was actually Becca's original idea before anybody else actually said it. And Becca's idea for donut, she wanted the donut to roll across the screen every time someone did it. But I did it so I didn't have that much time to work on it, so I just did that scrolling effect because that's what's available in OBS. But eventually, if I could figure out how to, one, get animate the donut rolling and bouncing across the screen, which I think I could do, but I really want to try to get it so that it could be overlapped, so like instance based, of like being able to display multiple donuts bouncing down the screen. But I don't think it's possible for me to do that in OBS yet. I would have to think about it more. Because right now, what you all don't know is happening. Like, wait, hold on. I'm not displaying anything important, right? Yeah. I know this is Streamception, but whenever you all do a chat command thing, it's just turning off and on any of these filters and or pressing restart. So there's no way to like duplicate. Oh, actually, there is a way to duplicate live. Huh. There's a way using the program that I've been using to do this to create scenes. So I might be able to just create scenes on the fly, but then it's tied to my system resources. So that would be easy to DDoS my computer. If someone just started to spam one of those things inside chat, that wouldn't be great. Huh, things to think about. But in the meantime, I bet I can get the donut to animate and roll and bounce across the stream and then just put it in a queue. And so if people spam it, then it would just go doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 instead of having a bunch of them at the same time, which should be fine. I think I'll just do that for now. I just gotta spend time and sit there and create the animation of the donut bouncing and rolling. Because there's not like a physics engine in here that I can manipulate. But yeah, those are the things. Cool. I think we're at a good stopping point. I think the next time we do this, we could probably tackle the chatter's presence thing to make sure to know who's actually real in the leaderboard. So if we want to create a leaderboard in the future, then just make it display people that are real. Leaderboard. And I will deploy this again so that I don't lose the file if I fetch. And that's it. I want to really thank you for watching and chatting and engaging. It's so easy. It's funny because we're back into this smaller stream again because the YouTube stream has a lot more random people that more people than I know. But tonight, when it's actually during the daytime stream with Twitch, it's also still a lot of people. But this stream at nighttime, I could say like, thanks Eric, thanks Izzy, thanks Asteroid, thanks iMac, and thanks Becca, because they're the only like the main people that are here. So thanks for hanging out. Do you want to link people with Slack IDs? Not manually, and I would also not want for people to be able to do that because it's not hard to get a Slack ID. So it'd be easy for someone to just grab somebody else's Slack ID and say in the chat, like, if it was like exclamation point Slack link and put in an ID number to get it linked to you. Like, I guess when we're still doing this, but it's feasibly abusable. Maybe if we set up an SSO from Slack into ServiceNow, then people could do that and link both of their things. I don't know. We'll think about it. That sounds like a problem for future Earl. But cool. Thank you all for hanging out and schooling me. Appreciate it. Love y'all very much. And okay, thanks. Bye.